videos where you have an officer basically around the neck area.
These two retired Vegas cops, now podcast hosts.
They don't have ID. They can't get into a hotel room. To get them the help they need, especially if someone even gets arrested. A lot of people don't know how the justice system works.
You guys have going on is necessary. It's needed.
Hey everybody, this is David Kohlmeier, the problem solver. Thank you so much for joining us today. As usual, every single week we're going live, talking about some different topics here in Las Vegas. Trying to help different people in the community, different resources, different people. Sometimes the topics are a little dry. Sometimes they're more fun. But we are coming up to the end of 2022, and we have this week and next week. So we'll just finish up some different topics that help some people. But today should be fun topics. I got some different things lined up. But anyway, so today, as usual, co-host Dr. G Gentil.
Hey.
She's in the house, Dr. G. Is that a cat noise or kissing noise?
What?
We should save that as audio, by the way, and use that at different times.
I'm on it.
You got it?
My fans are loving it.
Should we do a quick recording?
It's on here. I think we'd be good.
You got it? Okay. Any other sound effects that you normally use throughout the week?
Okay.
Is that a bathroom one? It seems like a bathroom one. I don't know. You need to wipe or no? You're good. Okay, I have to my left Danny Miner, the crime solver. Welcome.
Thank you, Dave, and happy holidays to everybody. And I see a big 2023 for this group right here.
I do. Yes. Yep. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. We are pro any holiday that you celebrate.
Buddha bless you.
We're
Buddha
in.
as well. Mm-hmm. Any other holidays we're missing?
No, I think we got them, right?
And then we have our lovely Laura Powers, the psychic, celebrity psychic. We should close our eyes and just meditate for a quick second with Laura. Are there other people in the room besides Chase, or is it just us?
Close your eyes and feel.
I see some people on her shoulders. That's what she wants her shoulders to be non-clothed.
Okay.
So because, right, different people. What do you call them again? Is it angels?
Angel and devil.
Yeah.
Angels and devil.
Spirits.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Probably more devil than her. But
both of them.
I would say both.
all right, so one of the first topics I wanted to discuss, this is actually a kind of sad topic. I figure we'll start with the first in general. But I wanted to bring it up because I would like to help a family. We have, I think I mentioned before, we tried to do different, reward money to, solve some crime or missing persons or identifying different things in regards to, things throughout the year. But there was a sad situation where there was, I think it was about 22 years of age, Bailey Smith, who was killed by a drunk, it wasn't drunk. He was actually in a stolen car. It was a habitual criminal, and Bailey was on a motorcycle and he got killed. And it's a very sad situation. It happened in September. And they're trying to do a funeral, and I'm trying to raise some money. And so there's a GoFundMe page, and I'm trying to help Bailey's mother, with that today. The Problem Solver Show donated $250. I think it's at $600-700 right now. The Hadari Law Group, Sam Ryan Hadari, will match up to $3,000 in regards to funeral expenses. I believe it's between $7,000 and $10,000 that they need.
How long did it take for him to pass?
I think it happened pretty quickly, but due to financial situations, they're waiting to do the whether it's funeral or cremation. So they need the funds, which is kind of sad. I don't know how it works, but if you don't have the funds available, I mean, I don't even know how that works. So they sit and wait.
Frozen, I think.
Yeah. So but how long does that can that be for 6 months or a year? I don't even know. Hopefully nobody has to ask that question. But so I want to help out, and I'm going to set up, which I haven't done yet, basically www.baileysmith.vegas, and that link will go to the GoFundMe page, and people can donate. And we're going to do a news release from our show asking for the community to get involved, and maybe some media will pick it up as well. This may go out as well.
Do you know what's raised now? What they
we could look real quickly. Let's see. Because
funeral is about $6,000.
I think
roughly?
It really depends on
what you want. Yeah. I mean, cremation is less, but they probably don't believe in that.
Actually, they did talk about it, but I mean, I think it's all kind of expensive.
Yeah, cremation is about $3,000. I had to cremate my mom.
Having a casket is one of the most expensive parts of the whole
Yes.
thing because they can get very expensive.
Right, right. I don't know. I don't want to be buried because I don't want all the insects and animals and stuff to like eat me. And
I'm
just
so with
laying
you.
there.
I'm all about cremation when that time comes.
Yeah.
I'm going to send the link to, let's see here, Chase here, but it's actually $710 right now. And we can
710?
$710. So technically with Samurai and Hadari Law Firm, so actually it's $1420 because he's
Okay.
matching it.
Okay.
I'm sending the link. We could pull it up, and then there's actually we could pull up the GoFundMe page so people could see it. And then again, it's going to be
And you know his mom?
yeah. So she actually was here. She was on one of the shows here, just telling the story of what happened.
Yeah.
And I'll show a clip. But here, if we look on the video here, this is the mother and Bailey, and then
Okay.
the GoFundMe page. If we go down a little bit, some people help John Orlando with Action Junkies,
Yeah.
who's the owner of Sticky Paw Studio. He's been helping and donating money. Like I said, we donated here from the Problem Solver
October, November, so
$250.
it's 2 months already. Okay.
It just kind of started in regards to the GoFundMe page.
Yeah.
And we've been helping out. So
Can you find out there's a goal. 8,000. Okay. Yeah, that sounds about right. Right? 6 to 8,000.
So yeah, I
Okay.
do appreciate, like I said.
I will donate some today.
Awesome. Thank you so
Mm-hmm.
much. And I do appreciate Samurai and Hadar with the Hadari Law Group, where he also has Abogados con Experience helping out. But it's a sad situation. And the problem is, which I get upset with the most, is that with these habitual criminals is that, they don't have insurance. It's a stolen car. This family, even if they had insurance that they can get $100 or $1 million, like there's no price tag on someone's loved one,
Yeah.
right? A family member.
But it was a hit and run, right?
Well, it's actually very interesting. We talk about DNA. It was originally hit and run.
Mm-hmm.
There was a Crime Stopper tip that came in, and also there was blood that was on the steering wheel from the accident, and they checked the DNA, and the DNA matched this habitual criminal.
Wow.
And they did
So they
confirm
got
it.
him.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
we talked about DNA a little
Yeah,
bit.
wow, that's crazy.
So pretty quickly too that they came back with that result.
Yeah.
So long story short, anybody that hears this, there'll be some little clips as well. If they could help it, that'd be great in helping a family member. Someone asked me if it was legitimate, if I know them. I do know them. I've met with
Okay.
them, so
Yeah.
it is legitimate as well.
I just put the link to the GoFundMe in the description for the Facebook and YouTube Live.
Awesome.
I would like to donate 1,000.
Wow, that's
Really?
nice of
Yeah,
you.
today. Yes.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Awesome,
'cause
John T.
But I see things like that, but I don't know if who knows them.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't
That's a
mind
good question.
donating and helping
Yeah.
people
Right.
in time of need, but I want someone to actually know them and know that it's legit.
Got
'Cause,
you.
sometimes it's a scam, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone actually asked that, and actually the biggest thing anyone could do here as well is you want to share it in
Facebook and
share it
stuff.
in Facebook, different groups, and
Yeah.
if you could leverage your social media and influence and ask
Sure.
people to do that as well, that'd be great.
Awesome.
I will share with you, I've never had success with the GoFundMe. A lot of people, you always hear, I always remember the story, there's like an older gentleman delivering pizza, and they did a GoFundMe page, and the guy got like 150,000.
Wow.
And here I'm trying to basically do, someone that passed away, and I feel like it's so difficult. But the guy that delivered the pizza, got 150 grand because he's an older guy and delivering pizza, and people felt bad for the guy.
Okay.
So it's my first kind of. Hopefully it'll be, and I appreciate you donating the money. It's awesome because I just haven't had success doing it. And I would love to do that for other people, especially victims of crime. And we do have the Nevada Victims Crime Board, but it doesn't seem like a lot of money. And
Right.
I think with the new show of the Crime Solver that we'll do for 2023, we need to find out what benefits are out there for people,
Yeah.
or at least that we could forward them to different places to get money if you have to
Sure.
bury someone or.
I know there's so many nonprofits too, so just sometimes maybe just getting people connected with
Absolutely.
resources.
Okay, so with that
Well,
being
with all
said,
the reward money that you're giving out, you're going to need to raise some money.
well, one of the goals originally was with the whole. I know Danny is the director of disbursement for the
Oh my
reward money,
God.
but
Every time he says reward money, I want to pass out.
But,
I swear.
the goal with it is to get. I think the cool concept is to get different prominent people in the community to donate specific money for different rewards.
Yeah.
So if there's a missing persons, right, they can donate a certain amount of money, and I think that's what's going to help people come up with information because
Right.
there's money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not always true. But I mean that's. Said say people need money, and it's
Yeah.
It's a motivator.
yeah,
let's
it's a
be
motivator.
honest. Yeah.
And the goal is to basically have people in the community get involved, and maybe people want to do some research. I know back in the day there was some like investigators, retired cops, and they would go online, they could check credit cards and different things, and they would call Crime Stoppers, and it became a part-time job.
Oh my
It
God.
became a part-time job for like a retired cop.
To get
He was able to
reward.
research
Oh my
like
God.
credit card activity, and then he would go to Crime Stoppers online,
Yeah.
report the information, the address, and he was making a part-time living just with all his intel researching.
That's great.
That was my
Give me money. I'll give you some info too.
But Janti, thank you so much. It was very generous.
That
of you.
was.
And so anyway, let's play. There's a quick video of Bailey's mom. If we could just play that real quickly.
Just a moment. Here it comes.
So sad.
You guys getting sound?
No.
Okay, give me a second.
All right.
I'll bring it back to y'all.
All right.
And he's also a fellow motorcyclist like myself. So
Yeah, you know,
so sad though.
and what I'll share with you one thing is, I got my motorcycle license out here with Harley Davidson in Henderson,
Oh yeah.
but I only got it. You'll laugh at me because a true motorcycle person will laugh. I got it so that I could ride scooters when I would go to
I
other
love scooters.
islands.
I used to have a scooter.
Because
yeah.
a lot of times if you go to like Barbados, these different countries, these little islands, they want you to have the MC on your driver's license to rent.
I see.
So I always enjoyed like the scooter because you get to see like the
Yeah.
town or the island.
Yeah.
But most people die on these motorcycles. It's so dangerous.
Yeah.
Yes.
You need to be
Especially
very
the
careful as well.
scooters.
Does it ever scare you? It's not about you. It's about the other crazy
It's
people.
the other person.
You have to be very aware of your surroundings. When I ride, I don't have music on. I'm not, I'm constantly paying attention to people around me.
But I feel like you
And
just
I don't
can't.
go fast either.
You can't sometimes. So I was asked to model for this pinup calendar, and it was being run by this guy who is in motorcycle club. And then I just didn't hear from him, and I didn't think too much about it. And then 2 weeks later, I heard that night that he asked me to model in it, he got hit by a drunk
Oh, my
driver,
God.
instantly died.
Yeah.
Like. And he was a very practiced rider.
Yeah.
So
Right.
sometimes you just can't do
It's
anything
the other
about
person.
it.
Yeah, no, you
Yeah.
can't tell.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very aware. And in all my years of riding, I've been riding since I was 17 years old, right? So that's a long time. Anyways, I only got hit once, and it was at a stoplight because they were coming straight and I was turning, so I was actually not
Oh,
going
Jesus.
fast, thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
All right, I've got this here. Hopefully it works this time.
I was told that they got the DNA of the suspects off of the airbags, and that's how they caught them. I mean, Bailey was on his way to work at 4:30 in the morning, and he was going straight, going to work, and the two gentlemen in the SUV that was stolen were in the far right lane, and they made a left turn from the far right lane in front of Bailey, and he attempted to stop 120 feet before, but was unable to, and impacted the left quarter panel of that SUV and was ejected from his bike and left him there. And I was told that a lady at the bus stop nearby called 911, but at that point, Bailey had been without oxygen for about 20 minutes. So in addition to his brain injuries from the impact, the lack of oxygen made those injuries not survivable.
I can
Yeah,
only
terrible.
imagine like being a parent and
That's
losing
horrible.
your child. I mean, I
Horrible.
don't have children, but I can only imagine how painful that would be.
That's got to be the worst pain in the world. It's got to be the worst pain in the world.
No, it's
Oh
a
my
sad
God.
situation. I mean, at this point in time, all we could do is, right, tell people to be careful on motorcycles. But the truth is, like, if it's a criminal that's out there,
Yeah.
doing criminal activity, stealing a car, like, what could you really do?
they don't care.
Like I say, even if you're driving slow, someone goes
Yeah.
through a light, so just be really careful and knock a wood for anybody out there.
Absolutely.
All right, so moving forward a little bit. So Danny is, I always laugh. So Danny, he's on the Crime Solver TikTok, as you know, and for 2023, the goal is to start the Crime Solver. You guys watch the different clips in general, but I thought it was very interesting that a lot of people on social media are really, really, they're really cruel. When we had Frank Citro or several of us, on the video
Yeah.
that they're talking smack, really, really bad in general. So I'm
Which
really.
these people would not do that in person. It's
No,
amazing how
it's
bold
always-
people are, the trolls.
Yeah.
online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's really hardcore on actually Danny's, I think. Kind of explain a little bit.
What
are you
did they
talking
say?
about?
No, I'm just the people, the comments are like really.
Oh, yeah. People go cruel.
Like, why do you think they're hating you so much? I mean, like, you're just trying to share information.
Because there's people that they're jealous of you. I got 120,000 followers. They want to throw jabs at me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So out of 4,000 comments, 20 are bad. I don't care.
Good.
I think it's funny.
Like you have to be thick-skinned.
Yeah.
Seriously, you have to be if you're going to be in the limelight.
Yeah.
Or
I mean,
you know?
people are saying, yeah, this guy's lying that he was a cop. This guy's this. You know what I mean? People, they just troll everybody.
Haters.
Yeah.
There's so many haters.
I would never really do that. I mean, you got to be like a kind of. I mean, this is going all throughout America.
You have things that are worthwhile to do in your life.
I'd be like a little nervous, like putting things out there, like like
That's
the
probably
comments.
Dave's account.
I know.
Like a hidden one
Like this
that you
guy,
don't know is him.
Was that you saying that I was hot as fuck?
That was me. Actually, I don't know what I wrote. I did write one thing. I said that Dave Kohlmeier, the problem solver, was very good looking. I think I said.
You did say that.
I did
Yeah.
say that.
That's his troll.
but
his trolling account.
So I do like the way that Danny handles, some of these people when he responds back.
Oh
to
yeah,
the
yeah,
general,
yeah. I do it with music.
So
Yes. I do.
So we're gonna showcase one of Danny's
All right.
response back to people that are not nice to him.
Oh yeah. I didn't get to hear it, but I saw it, but I didn't get to listen to it.
I think you're doing something right when you got haters because
Absolutely.
it just means you're at least eliciting a response.
Yeah, I don't
It's not
care.
apathy.
I reply with total sarcasm. These people that say,
Well,
haters.
what I find interesting is it's funny you say that with sarcasm, but I find it interesting because he does it via music. So
Yeah.
Chase, can we share that one?
Yeah, is it, which of these TikToks is it?
The latest one where he's singing
It's the angry one.
Okay.
or something.
That one looks angry, I think.
All right.
Moment.
Wait. Make sure you got the right one there. Because you're screwing up my performance.
It's got the Crime Solver logo here, I'm assuming?
No, not that one.
Oh, well.
Not the big one, the small one.
That one looks angry.
The small one.
The one that says "Be happy."
Okay, hold on. I've got it.
All right.
This guy's always screwing up my whole show here.
Here we go.
Well, you sent me these right before. Let's see. Moment.
Your boyfriend texting you?
Oh yeah.
Okay, here we go.
I'm not going to say which one.
You have me on YouTube?
Yeah.
Is there no audio?
No.
Here?
No.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Boom.
All right.
Well, let me get to the point. Let's roll another joint. Turn the radio loud. I'm too alone to be proud. And you don't know how it feels. You don't know how it feels to be me.
I really like the video.
Yeah.
That's fun.
It's good.
That's what I'm doing. Any big time hater, that's what I do. You know what I mean?
Sometimes it's not even worth responding to them, though.
People were saying, this is what they were saying. One guy said on my TikTok, he goes, lucky you moved out to the West Coast because West Coast people are stupider and they'll believe your bullshit. That's what somebody said on my thing.
Yeah.
They said the East Coast people, they wouldn't put up with your bullshit.
Haters.
Yeah.
Haters.
All right, let's show the second one. Basically,
gosh.
The second video.
Okay.
This is like, what it is? It's kind of interesting to watch Danny in regards to the crime solver going into it because we're like he's slowly forming into his crime solver Superman hero.
Oh, Jesus.
He's becoming a superhero. Can you zoom into the image from the TV?
Sure, let's see if I can.
Make it big.
Yeah,
There
that's
we
better.
go.
I like it.
And the sound's off a little bit, but that's because we're on a delay.
Walk right up in the room like fuck everybody but me. Everybody but me. Looking like this all day. Walk right
I like that one. It's good. It's good. It's cute. It's cute. Is it becoming a?
Too much time on your hands, Danny.
But you know what? It's really weird. I went live last night for about an hour.
Yeah.
And so many people asked me questions. There were so many people. I ended up having 5,000 people actually watching me last night. He came on, and it was crazy. It really was. And I found out I have a big following in Australia. I had no clue.
Very good.
And the one guy came on my TikTok. He said, "You're like famous in Australia. We all watch you." I'm like, "Really?" I'm like, I couldn't even believe it.
That's great.
That's what I sent Sarah today.
Yeah,
that
no,
was
it's
there.
good. It's
Yeah.
good stuff. I'm
That
excited about it.
porn
for the new year.
career's coming up next.
Yes.
It's going to be very successful.
So, I mean, it's been really good. TikTok's been fun. It really has, and I enjoy it.
Yeah.
All right, so I know that we talk a little bit about like relationships and stuff like that, and actually I found someone new for Shanti that she
Oh,
needs
really?
like she needs like relationship advice.
Okay?
Wait, I need relationship advice?
Yeah, like no, if you need someone like a soundboard, like if you go on a date with someone or something like that, and you need like a soundboard,
Okay.
like you want to talk with someone. I found a really good person.
As I'm on the date?
No.
Like, give me an
Actually,
earpiece. Give me an
later.
earpiece.
I guess we could do that, but I feel like you need someone that's like really like a professional person to help you with the dating scene.
Oh, right.
And hopefully Chase has it up and running.
Professional.
You know.
Oh, great.
That's
I always need professionals.
Yeah.
Right, here it
I
goes.
do.
So this is going to be your new relationship person.
Relationship advice from Elmo. You can't go around and sleep with somebody else. Okay? You can't fucking do it. That's why you're in a relationship. Fucking dumbass.
That's great.
So
Some
Elmo's,
relationship advice from Elmo.
I love Elmo.
You can't go around
I
and
can't get
sleep
Elmo to
with
be quiet.
somebody.
Here we go.
so that's going to be your new personal
Oh, great.
therapist.
Great.
Maybe you can call Elmo like at 2 in the morning and say, hey, this is what's going on.
Yeah,
the guy wants
yeah.
to take me in the room. What should I do, Elmo?
Yeah. Great.
You think I'll help you?
Sure.
All right.
Everything is helpful.
So, by the way, have you guys seen the show White Lotus?
No, tell us about it.
Oh, it's fun. Lots of like very timely and fascinating sexual topics on there.
Really?
What's it called?
White Lotus.
Is it a show or is it a
HBO.
movie? Oh, okay.
HBO show. Yeah, they
White
just released
Lotus.
Never heard of
season 2, but there's stuff in there, and there's a lot of stuff about sex in both seasons.
Okay.
It's scripted. It's not a reality show,
I
but
see.
it is fantastic.
Okay. So it's about sex.
Now I'm going to have to watch it tonight.
Should you watch it on drugs or no drugs?
Jesus.
I'm an advocate of no drugs. But
But I'm going to watch it on marijuana.
On drugs
I
or
know
no?
all about sex. I just don't have it. I mean, I know everything about
You
sex.
probably have sex with a lot of people. I just don't
No.
get it.
Yeah,
You
in,
sure?
in my head, I do. Yeah, in my mind.
just don't get that.
yes.
Dave has sex with me every
fantasy.
night, don't you?
Yeah.
He does.
You're not supposed to tell people about that. All right, so maybe we should showcase that in the future. Maybe there's some clips, some learning things we can learn from.
Wait. Angry Steve just reminded me
Okay.
that I have a fan out there from last week.
Okay.
His name starts with J.
Okay.
Hey, Jay, turn this up. That's what I think of you.
What did Jay say?
I know who you're talking about too.
Oh,
He
the same
ripped me
Jay?
last week.
I don't know why there's such a hostility here.
He
you
don't
know?
like me, and guess what? I don't like you. I've never liked you.
I thought he was.
So there you go.
Wait, I thought he was your biggest fan too.
No.
But
Oh,
people
it's
could
not.
people could still be fans and still like dislike you a little bit. No,
Of course.
there's some people that love to hate.
he's
Yeah.
probably the reason why you're making all this money on TikTok.
He's probably the guy saying that West Coast people are stupid.
One of my first psychic article where I was featured in the newspaper, and I got one of my big long-term clients because her friend was complaining about how psychics are fake.
Mm-hmm.
And so then she was curious, saw the article, reached out to me. She immediately became my client for like many, many years.
Oh, that's.
So I'm
great.
like, hey, that's fine. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
if it works, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Dave
funny.
has some questions about your psychic abilities, though.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
But I wanted to
Oh
jump,
gosh, what is he doing
I wanted
today?
to jump.
He's roasting all of us.
I wanted to-
We should have the roast of Dave Kohlmeier one day. That would be a hit show.
You guys have a lot of time.
Oh my God.
If he wasn't making these brownies at nighttime at 3 in the 3
Cookies, chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, chocolate crazy. He could actually have time to do this stuff.
We got cannabis oil, and we make the cookies with cannabis oil.
This guy's
It's
got a
awesome.
whole.
I have CBD oil. Would that be useful?
Not good enough.
just
What is
cannabis.
that, anyways? Okay.
CBD's, I don't really know what CBD is.
Okay.
Something like without THC in it or something. I don't know.
Do you take THC?
No, it was a gift, but I just still have it. I don't know what to do with it.
I suppose you rub it all over your body or something like that. Right?
Really? Rub it in my areas?
You should see if it helps.
Because it's a small bottle, so it can't be for the whole body.
Some
Yeah.
CBD
Just-
is isolate and it doesn't have the THC, and some does. So you just have to lick.
Someone
and see.
said it's supposed to be like in
What,
the back,
you lick
in
it?
the back area.
Did you say lick it?
No.
Oh.
I just said isolate, like meaning like
Oh.
some of it has just the CBD that doesn't have the THC, and some of it does. So you just got to like check on the particular product. But you can.
Oh.
Some of them are designed to like put on your body topically or ingest. But
Ingest,
anything
yeah.
you put on your skin, by the way, within 30 seconds, it's in your bloodstream.
Oh, that's
so.
cool. I'll just put it on my clit.
I'd like to know if that works, if it does help.
How about Dave just ignored that she said that? Dave just went right on.
No, I just said I'd like to know if it works.
Okay, yeah, I will. I'll let you know.
No, I'd be interested to see
Because
if
it's
it works.
such a tiny bottle. I don't want to waste it.
No,
so I
will
wanna
you
make sure
try
it
that
works.
and let us know?
I will. Okay, I'll take a videotape of it.
You know, the whole point of the problem solve is to solve problems. But if people
Yeah.
are enjoying that, maybe you just
yeah.
we'll talk about it.
It might be enjoyable, and it might, solve some, medical issue or something.
It's possible.
Yeah. So I'll let you know. I'll video it.
I like that.
For y'all.
Can you bring the video and we can put it on the big screen?
Absolutely, just for y'all.
I like that.
Oh my goodness.
She's always a team player, always looking to help out.
Absolutely.
She's always looking to help out in the community. That's what I love. She's like, let me share this video for the community. It's going to make a difference in Las Vegas, Henderson,
That's
all Las
me,
Vegas.
honey. Look, yeah, I'm helpful.
I like that. Okay, so I'm jumping it's a rare topic, but recently I found that I wanted to have a discussion about it. There's something new that's out there, and I was curious of what you guys think in general. There's a new service that you can actually purchase phone numbers, and it's specific to your personalized birth date. So my question is, so if you wanted to, this is legit. If you wanted to, he always thinks I'm messing with him. No, I swear, this is legitimate. If you go to birthdayphonenumbers.com, you basically can put in what phone number that you want that's your birth date. I swear to God.
I just don't know why you would want that.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's a good question, right? So if you,
Especially as a woman, I'm like, no,
if
why
you-
don't?
Yes. But isn't it easy to remember? So my birthday would be 702 area code, right? It'd be 04/19/1976. Do you think people would want a birthday phone number? It's very
No.
rare. No?
Well, you will remember it since it's your birthday, but I mean, how would it help other people? I don't get it.
No, but isn't it cool for you to have a phone number that's your birthday? Actually,
No.
it just brought to my attention today. No.
I wouldn't know anyways what it is. I don't know my birthday.
Because of your situation.
Yeah. So.
Got it.
Oh,
I mean,
you
you're
don't?
rare.
Do you not know your birthday?
No, not my real
You know,
exact one.
There's astrologers who can basically like backtrack and figure out
Yeah?
various things in your life and like figure out your
Wow.
birthday from there.
That would be a lot. That would be a very extensive reading, probably.
How do you know your name is Janti?
Well, because they had to call me something, all these years. But as far as birth dates and numbers and stuff, no
So
one
technically, you
remembers
really,
that.
But how do you know how old you are specifically? You really don't know.
Not really. I told you I'm very old. You guys just don't know.
You look great for like a 93-year-old.
I know. No, yeah.
Look
I
hot
know.
for 93.
That's what I'm telling you. Yes.
So that's interesting. I know. I've heard that before, actually.
Mm-hmm.
With other people coming from different countries and stuff like that. So you think that there's no interest whatsoever for someone having a personalized birthday phone number?
I mean, there's always some, but I don't think it's a broad interest. No.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I was actually,
Especially as a woman, I'm
I'm
like,
surprised you're saying that.
Maybe astrology.
You're killing the whole idea here. The whole point is.
Wait, maybe astrology. Someone that's into astrology,
Yeah.
or if you have a business in astrology, I think that might be helpful.
All right, so we're just going to showcase it. It's a quick website here. It's birthdayphonenumbers.com. I thought it was interesting. It says-
Okay.
We could pull it up here.
I got a nice picture
I
here.
saw that. Yes.
He's
on
trying
a
to roast
bike.
it.
On
It's
a
amazing.
That's Dave Kohlmeier on his motorcycle when he was a little kid.
I actually, that picture is very
See the
interesting.
pic?
Yeah.
You see the picture? It's very interesting, that photo, because actually.
Wait, I got another one too. There, look at
Oh,
this
yeah,
one.
you're on your
nice.
scooter.
Oh, look at him.
What?
That's actually out here.
Oh my
actually
God.
when I first
Is he
came out here.
posing?
Yes.
Really?
That was back in the day when I had a cousin that I knew lived in Henderson.
Oh, yeah?
and
That you
and
used
he
to know?
used to ride. Anyway, this is what it is here. It's called birthdayphonenumbers.com. You put in your phone number. I mean, put the birth date that you want, and then
Okay.
basically the area code, and it's throughout the United States of America. So basically, again, birthdayphonenumbers.com. I guess you guys are not interested. I thought it was actually pretty cool. And the question is whether other people out there would want that.
Okay, wait.
Chase,
wait,
who's
wait.
our engineer? Chase, what do you think?
That's 10 digits. So, I mean, how would you do that? I mean, your birthday's only month and
Yeah, so it's like
year
04 or 05.
Okay.
702. Actually, it's interesting. I wonder if the number
Yeah.
shows
Depends
up the
on
right.
if you're like, let's say, born in December 22nd or whatever, then that's.
You know what's funny? I don't know if that would work on the 0 number, but maybe
Yeah, because
if it's
11
11.
numbers already, right?
Yeah.
Like 01,
No,
17,
11.
1975 or something like that. That's already like
Well, unless you
8
include
numbers.
the area code.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Then you have to include the area code to make it 11 numbers.
It'd
Yeah.
be super limiting as to how
Yeah.
many people could do the thing,
Yeah.
right? Because I mean, there's only 365 days in the year, and if depending on your area code, if there's a lot of people in there, then you can't really.
Yeah.
Well, it's only going to be one number, that's going to be out there per area code per. If there's a person
Yeah,
out there
that's what I'm
wanted,
saying.
right?
Like if you have the same birthday as someone, same year.
Yeah, that'd be weird.
I guess it's interesting. So if it was like November 8th, 1976, it'd be 11. So for me, that's interesting.
Yeah, because
guess it
I mean,
depends.
I know at least one person with my exact birthday.
Are you investing in this? Is that
No,
why
I was
you're
just
bringing it up?
Actually, someone brought it up today, and I thought it was very. I just never heard of it, and I thought
Yeah.
it was really
I
interesting.
think it's dumb. I'm just being honest with you.
The guy just killed. Okay.
Your name is okay.
So I want to let you know
The name
this
one's
company
okay.
does $5 million a year in selling birthday numbers. I
Really?
never heard about it before, and I was just really impressed by it. Especially if you have a newborn, like Chloe, Kyla, these.
Oh.
I don't know. Anyway, so moving forward. All right.
And would you be able to use that with your carrier, with your
Yeah, you can move. You
wireless
can move it over
carrier?
to your carrier and stuff
Oh,
like that.
interesting. Okay. Well, why not?
I suppose
Maybe you'll
you-
remember.
Yeah,
it'll
you'll
be
never remember it.
No,
Or
it
forget
will
it,
be
excuse me.
rememberable.
Yeah.
Rememberable. It will be rememberable.
Okay.
Memorable.
So what I wanted to discuss was 2023. A lot of us discussed like different opportunities to, for business wise. And me and Janti always talk all the time
All the time.
about different business.
Yes.
And she has some.
Sexual business, yes.
What type besides the sexual stuff? What business there?
Just
Besides
kidding.
real estate,
Yes.
Shanti, Dr.
Yeah.
G is also a realtor
Yes, I'm a realtor.
locally plus nationwide, right?
Absolutely, yes. I invest all over the country and the world. I'm starting the world. I also do, I have side businesses. I'm in also credit card processing that I've been doing for over 10 years. And I also do gelato catering.
Yeah, I just
Now.
learned that about you, and I was like, "What?
What?
How did
What
I
is
not know
that?
you do catering?"
Yeah, y'all didn't know that. Well, I had stores before.
That's cool.
Yeah, but
Can
you
you
had a
show-
partner that stole money. So.
Can you show Danny how you do the credit card purchasing?
Oh yeah, here. Let me bend over. Okay, hang on.
Danny, can you just if you could just do $10?
It's like ATM,
Danny, can you do $10?
but you have to deposit. You have to swipe then deposit.
All right, so we discussed everything. So I actually came up with a really cool idea for Janti for the new year, and I think that she can make a lot of money doing it in general. So we're going to showcase my idea for Janti. I think there's just one thing. We're going to showcase that.
Yeah, we got 3 of them here, don't we?
We'll go slowly through them to see
yeah.
which one she likes. Okay, here's the first one.
Okay.
I'll zoom in here for a little bit for you.
For hot, sexy talk.
Keep it this one here. I like
my
this
number.
one.
Did you find out my number?
No, but this is more
Because-
of the local number. But we can
hot,
change it to your
sexy
Israel
talk.
number. Keep that one for a second. I actually like this one because it's very heavenly. It's very Vegas. This is actually like Mandalay Bay, hotel room. Visitor comes to town. What do you think? Now, this is solving problems.
Yeah.
Janti is going to be solving problems in the community.
So is that the only 2 choices?
There's
No,
one
there's
more.
one more.
Oh,
Let's
there's
go to
one
one
more.
more.
Let me see that other one. Oh God.
Now that matches the purple because Danny likes the purple.
Hey,
That's a good one.
Well, and I can even, like change my voice when you call. I can, like I'm Asian, have a nice day. You want what? Oh, anything you want. Just stay on the phone.
I'm telling you,
I can
Janti,
practice though.
Janti can help a lot of people in the community, and I'm really excited about this new
Watch
campaign.
people are just gonna call
This
that number right now.
new campaign.
Yeah, whoever's number that is.
GENTILLE. That's 8.
No,
so that's,
the 800 number works better for that.
Yeah.
We could change it, but this is,
I have that. Remember,
Yeah.
you had me set up.
I didn't want to put it on there for now because a lot of people
Right.
could start calling that particular number.
Okay.
So then we have one for Laura.
All right, let's see this, Laura.
Oh boy.
Laura, I'm afraid for you. I'm afraid.
Actually, Laura's
Oh, that's a good
Look
one.
at that.
Yeah.
You look like a heavenly.
You're not
being.
roasting her though. That's
Heavenly being.
Janti's more of the roasting type. But Laura was more like realistic. But I really like this one.
No,
Yeah, I do
it
too.
Now that
No.
number, believe it or not, that number is actually taken by the M Hotel Spa. Somehow that spells.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
something-
that's funny.
I don't know why it spells. I did call on the way here. This is the second one. Now I have a friend that's going to help us get 725 or 775 or any
Okay.
number. But I really like these two. What do you think?
yeah.
I like it.
So Dave has to tread really
Oh,
light.
I like that one too, Laura. That's-
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
very
I like
nice.
it.
Yeah.
But you better tread lightly, because she's a psychic, so she can do some shit. So
I know.
that's why he's like, all right,
It is
let
true.
me take it easy with Laura. But Janti, I can do whatever the fuck I want with her.
Well,
Is that all there was for Laura? I thought there was one more.
Okay, so then we have before we put Danny's on.
Oh God.
I think okay. So there's actually 2 for Danny. There's 2 different types. With Danny, he's very entrepreneurial. He's getting nervous here, sweating here. Let's get him a tissue to wipe down the sweat here. He's getting all nervous. No, with Danny is a little bit different. Since he's a good-looking Italian male, there's 2 things that we could do. There's a new sponsor that I told you I had lunch the other day with the woman that mentioned about
Yes.
hormone replacement.
Yes.
So they like Danny. I showed the videos. Like we really like Danny.
you're right.
Maybe he'll be the
one more.
spokesperson or whatever
Really?
ambassador. Let's show the one for the hormonal replacement one. No, that's the wrong one.
Get lucky.
We can showcase the other one. Here we go.
Oh.
Now this could help a lot of people in the community. It's a
Erectile.
hormone replacement, and it's one of the Las Vegas Medical Network's hormone replacement locations.
That's good.
What do you think?
Man down.
Man, down. That's hilarious.
This could be one of the
That's
sponsors. of the year.
good. Yeah.
Did you help
I
with-
mean, you're not against any
You help with
sponsors,
this,
right?
didn't you?
I'm not against any
did not.
sponsor. If they're going to pay us, I'm in.
So I actually think this is a good one.
All right.
Chase really likes this one. He's
This
like,
one's kind of funny.
it is very funny. I could see a lot of people certainly attention grabbing. Some people calling even just because they're like,
Yes.
Yeah.
it'll be interesting to put this up on a billboard just to see how it functions. What do you think?
oh my gosh.
I think this is already up on a billboard somewhere.
So I do work with a company that does the digital billboards. I was thinking of just trying to see if the number rings.
I'm curious about the psychic one too. I've literally never done any advertising.
So we're going to work on that for the new year.
That's fine.
Okay, and the last one, which you kind of hit a blow, let's put the last one. I like this one a lot because I think Danny's getting a lot of, let's zoom in a little bit. Danny's getting a lot of, he's getting a lot of followers.
Look how gray I am.
You look very young and handsome in that photo.
Really?
Not that you're not handsome. I'm just saying.
I look old in that photo, I think.
I don't think so.
So here's the situation.
Gray.
I want to share with you. As of 20 minutes ago, this phone number went live on a billboard, and the phone number does work.
Does it?
Do you want? I want you to try.
What does it say, or where does it
you
ring
want me to call it? Are you
Call the
sure?
number. Yeah.
Cut it out.
Where does it?
Cut it out. What is going on?
It is on a billboard. It is on the 50 by the
Get
spaghetti
laid.
bowl. Let's see what happens. Call the number.
right.
GETLAID.
Call the number.
Oh God.
Oh, God. It's going.
Oh, it's you.
Forwards. Oh my
Hi, this is Danny. Get laid.
Hey, how much? How much?
You
baby,
had it
how
over to
much?
my phone. Oh, my God.
So if anyone's looking to get laid, again, Danny's solving problems. He's helping people. If you have any problems, it's 702 get laid. It's your number. I don't have that. Why?
I think
you
we
must
should-
have the number. He's making you believe that I did it. He's like, oh look, you forwarded the number. That's his phone number. How could I do that?
That's pretty good though. But Dave, yeah, you should run his ad and my ad together. That's perfect.
Seriously, how long have you
we
had
can make
that?
some serious money.
How long have you had the number?
Didn't you just
That
forward
phone?
it?
No, how long have you had get laid?
Seriously.
But you can get an auto forward that does
Shanti,
it.
how the hell?
automatically.
He's saying that I did that to him. It's his
No,
number.
But you can forward a number
Yeah.
to any other number, like
I
using
don't
all kinds
know.
of software
I don't know.
programs.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that.
No, seriously. How long have you had the number?
You had the number.
3 years.
3 years. I haven't done it for you. This is his number.
No, I think he just went into the letters
And figured out
and
what
you
to
can
say.
just yeah.
Shanti's very
That's
intelligent.
pretty good.
Very intelligent.
You're so good, Dave.
So anyway, again,
It's a lot of
Danny
work,
Miner,
though.
702 it's not a lot of work.
Get laid.
702 get laid. If you want to get laid in Las Vegas, Danny Miner, solving problems.
Oh my God,
the
his
future
phone's
crime
gonna be
solver.
blowing up.
It blows up. If the number's active, he is available.
It's available for sure.
It is on the
Do you normally
15th.
put your phone number out there like that?
No.
Mine's already out there.
It's legit.
Yeah,
Right?
it is legit. That's pretty good.
We're gonna see how many phone calls Danny gets.
Wow.
He likes the attention. He does like it.
I know.
It's perfect.
I do like the
Yes,
attention.
you do.
So we're
Yes.
gonna see how many phone calls that he gets. Maybe Angry Steve should call in. Maybe Angry Steve.
I don't give out my phone number. I
702 get
too
laid
many
He
weird
said
sex calls.
CBD cream is great. He uses it.
I am. Somebody's going to call me. I know it. I know it. That's all right.
Okay, so we
your
basically
fans are gonna
we
come
covered
out, Danny.
new ways of making money. Okay, no, but on a serious note, we've
Oh,
had.
here we go.
Honestly, every time I say serious
How about
note,
yours?
Yeah, what about Dave?
You didn't do one for you.
I have the
Dave.
problem solver. It's 702-999-111. The number goes, I answer 24/7. You know that, right? I do answer the call
Come
at
on.
4 in the morning. So I don't have any. I actually should have made for myself. but
Yeah.
Actually, I'm very fortunate. My graphic artist, Del Rey, she's amazing. And she did this last minute because I literally was working on this for a few hours earlier today.
Yeah. You're
But I
so-
should have probably made some. Which ones?
You're so
what would you
creative.
have? What would you do for me?
I don't
Could be
even
creative.
know.
We
Oh
don't
my
have the
God.
creative juices like you do, Dave.
I try to be creative. I try.
Yeah, no, you're
He
really
said now
good.
Jason's going to call me now. My fan. Jason, my
Jason.
fan who ripped me about. But did you see somebody stuck up for me?
I didn't really.
Somebody went in there and ripped him a new ass
Yes.
and stuck up for me.
That's true. I saw
Yes.
that.
There's a lot of controversy with Danny out there in the social media out there.
People either like me or hate me. There's no in between.
Oh, I'm sorry. Before jumping topics, let's just talk real quickly about the psychic of Miss Cleo. Danny, just recap. Do you know the whole story, or?
I mean, a little bit because I grew up when she was.
All right, so let's talk about Miss Cleo
on
because
TV and
I
everything.
guess.
yeah.
Tell us a little bit about Miss Cleo because one of the questions I have for you, and we talked about it a long time ago, is like, how do we know Miss Cleo was not, real? And then some people say, some people message like they don't believe that you're real. How do you really know if you're real or not real? Like, what's the? So let's talk about Miss Cleo for a minute.
Yeah, was Miss Cleo,
Sure.
was she a real psychic or was she
No,
just
she
an
wasn't.
actor?
She was an actor.
She was an actor
an actor.
portraying a psychic,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I watched the document. There's a documentary just brand new on Netflix. I watched it. It's actually very sad because they used her. She
Yeah.
was very good with the mic. She got people to watch the show. they paid her a salary and they took all the money. And they paid her very little because when the FBI started investigating them, because people got arrested.
Oh, okay.
And they know it. She said, this is all I make. I don't know what they didn't tell what they paid her, but it's probably peanuts compared to what they were making. They used her because she was
like the figurehead.
yeah, and she was, she was good at what she did. She had that Jamaican accent. She made you watch the show.
Yeah.
We all knew her.
Yeah, I think I called her too.
I might have called too.
Yeah.
So
was that like American Greed or something like that? Was that?
I don't know.
It was just one of those numbers. I think it was $2.99 a minute. Which
Yes.
bear in mind that was a lot more back then.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That
Yeah.
was
Yes.
in the 80s.
Yes.
I think.
Yeah. Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, how all these shows about money and stuff ends up on American Greed.
Oh, I never watched
Yeah.
that show.
That's amazing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I never watched
All
it.
the stuff comes out and people stealing and all that good stuff. So she wasn't real, obviously, but there were supposedly real psychics on the other.
But they didn't get
line,
into. Did she get into trouble? I mean, she was-
None of the people, if you watch the documentary, none of them were
none of them.
psychics. It was
Yeah.
a total scam.
Yeah,
they,
but-
they all got arrested.
They got arrested.
Yeah, I don't know if the psychics did, but the company heads did.
How
That
much
did
money
all.
did they make?
Oh my God, I don't know. It had.
I guess here's the question: it's not like there's licensing or certification, right? Like, I mean, if you're
Right,
seeing people in this room here,
Yeah. How would you know?
How do you confirm?
Yes.
So what I recommend for people to do is to really do research. So ask for people that they know, ask for referrals for people they've gone to, and also reviews can be helpful. Now, reviews can be hacked, but you can still get a sense. Like if you go and there's a lot of terrible reviews, obviously that's something to pay attention to. And then actually read the reviews. If someone doesn't have an online presence in this day and age, that's probably a bad sign. And I would, in general, be wary of the storefront psychics. So there are some
There's a
legitimate
lot out there.
ones. Yeah,
Yeah.
but apparently they're fronts frequently for the mob for money laundering.
Oh wow.
Because they
We should
can
go there.
list it as a cash business.
We're here for money.
And then legitimize the money.
We're here for the
that
drop
way.
off. I always thought it was more these like sovereign citizens or these, what do you call them, gypsies that are always at the storefronts. That'd be good to go with a camera one day to these different places.
But yeah,
Like,
you
not
might
gonna
be
let
messing
you.
with the mob, and so just be
Yeah.
aware.
you think so? These places? I've never heard that really.
Yeah,
I never heard that
I-
either.
I can tell you.
We'll send you in.
That this is definitely a thing because
Laura,
I
go
was
in.
trying I was trying to switch my credit card processor to a different credit card processor, and they denied this. And I asked why, and they said, well, we don't cover psychics as a general rule. And I asked why, and she said, well, honestly,
called high
because it's
risk.
friends
Organized crime?
for
I've never heard
Wow, I never heard that
it's
either.
considered a high risk account for credit card processing, just like strip clubs or adult
Yeah.
entertainment.
Yeah.
Stuff
Do you
like
know
that.
if your merchants, your
Yes, we can.
do psychic?
Yes. Yeah.
But you don't have a number.
We have a high risk department that we
You
deal
don't.
with.
Let me ask a question. I know it's kind of old school, but would you do like psychic for like it's per minute? Would you just do a flat fee?
I don't do per minute. I basically, my shortest session would be like 15 minutes. So in a way it's per minute, but I don't do like Shanti,
Yeah,
it's like
it's
there
minimum.
has to be a minimum just
Yeah,
for my time.
minimum hour.
So, so if we got like 702 psychic like set up, it
Yeah.
would just still be a flat fee. It wouldn't be per minute because they were per minute.
Yeah.
In the Miss Cleo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't.
And they would
I
just
don't-
kind of keep you on the phone.
I don't
That's what they said in the
Hey.
documentary.
and I'm also paying advance. So, someone pays for like say an hour and then that's their time. And I will prorate, let's say sometimes if it's a trusted client and then they go over, they want to talk 10 more minutes.
Yeah.
But that's the only time I do like this per minute thing. I just don't like that in general.
Yeah, it's hard to know. I mean, I've had several readings in my, in my life.
Okay.
Right. And
So have I.
yeah, and okay. So now in this information age, people can look you up ahead of time. You know how there's a lot of phone
Yeah.
now instead of face to face. Now face to face, everyone has kind of a sense, right? They meet you and then maybe they'll look at you and they'll say a few things just to see your reaction. Online, they can just look you up because they need your name ahead of time or
Yeah.
who you are and even your birth date. I get asked that. So they can look you up already and find out exactly who you are
Right.
before they talk to you or
There
while they're talking to you.
unfortunately
right?
are a fair number of people that do that. And literally the same time I started my business in my hometown, which is Lafayette, Colorado, there was a woman, and this is a small town, like 25,000 people at the time, that got arrested for fraud, who was basically saying she was a psychic and asking for $10,000, $15,000.
Right.
And so she went to jail. And so, yeah, there are some certain red flags to look for someone who's asking for like a large amount of cash, saying that there's a curse on you. And if
Yes.
you don't
Yes.
do this, that you're going to suffer. I mean, so there's certain red flags, but that's why I think look a psychic up online. Check with referrals from people that you know. Also, if someone has like a book or something, something that legitimizes shows that they, that it's not just like
Right.
a website or something that can be really
It's
helpful.
still hard to know for real.
Yeah.
Right? Because they can have all those things as well.
So, I mentioned originally because I heard Miss Cleo. I didn't know, actually. I don't know where I got it from. I was saying Miss Laura, like having a phone number like that.
Yeah.
But I guess it's not good to correlate. I actually think now that I saw these billboards today,
I think this was
it's
just
not
the
necessary.
phone number is
Yeah.
good.
So having the phone number and basically just the psyche thing would be good.
Mm-hmm.
So that was cool.
Interesting.
All right. So one of the things I wanted to discuss was we kind of talked about it before as a joke with the erectile dysfunction. Because I
That's
did lunch.
just a joke because that happens quite a bit.
It happens quite a bit. So
Yeah.
I did lunch yesterday with a company that does it, and
Okay.
it was interesting because he was like the CEO of the company, and then there was like a case manager, and she was a female, and she stated that she was taking it as well. I think she was taking, is it estrogen or the testosterone? I don't even know. I think she was taking the
testosterone is for
testosterone.
men. Estrogen would be for women, right?
Well,
But I guess if
both
can take-
genders have both.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it
Mhm,
depends
true.
on where you are, but you do have to be careful with having too much estrogen because you can develop problems with that too.
Yeah.
But what's very, very interesting? I think Danny would
Go ahead.
There we go.
no, I thought it was very interesting what he said. This is what he said.
You're
He
going to
said-
kill my women fans out there on
No,
TikTok.
this is nothing
They'll
to
like
do
you
with
more. They'll like
he
you
actually
more.
said. He actually said. This is very interesting. The
It'll be
reason
a
why there's
challenge.
less people joining the military
Uh-huh.
and policing and stuff like that is that because the testosterone levels over the last 30 years has decreased in society because of plastic.
That's estrogenic. Yeah, it basically
Right?
makes the
Yes.
estrogen go up.
The plastic, like the food
Yes.
and things. I've never heard that. Have you heard that?
No.
Yeah.
Have you heard that?
Yeah, I have an alternative health podcast. So yeah,
So
there's
they're
also
saying-
chemicals too.
They're saying that people that go to the military, they take extra testosterone to be like, if you jump out of a plane and like, and he was mentioning that there's different military, special ops guys that get testosterone and then the military pays for it, like certain people. But they're saying that the military guys, he was specifically talking about, I guess, special ops guys that they are taking testosterone that, in the military. And then he was saying that that's the reason why we have less people joining. Years ago, 1970, right? A lot of people, or maybe it was different times, like Vietnam War, people wanted to help. I know during 9/11, more people, went into the military. Mm-hmm. But I never heard this. I thought it was very interesting about this. Basically, we're saying because of, it's not climate. It's
toxins.
just, what do you call that?
Toxins, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not just that; it also causes other health issues, like when you see with men developing breasts.
Yeah, he was saying
that's
that.
basically it's too much estrogen and not enough testosterone.
Exactly, and he was mentioning that as well. So I just thought it was really interesting. So,
So all these things are happening in society right now because of our
Plastic.
consumption. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of plastic
I
and
thought-
everything we touch and stuff.
Now California's going to ban all plastic.
Oh, that's great. Well, they're
They're already doing that.
they
'cause
have- yeah.
it's the straw that's now it's paper, which is horrible, right? Because
It's like
5 minutes in,
disintegrates.
it's like you got no straw, like it melted.
Oh, my God.
right? I
Yeah.
hate that.
So, yeah. It's
But yeah, I
crazy.
just thought it was really interesting. Anyway, talking to the guy General, and he talked about being a sponsor of the Problem Solver Show and general like that, so we talked about it. But I was asking about the numbers of testosterone, like what are the levels? I've never done it,
Right.
but we see these billboards of town, like Danny's new billboard that's out in the community.
Yeah.
What are the levels? Like I think it's like 300 to 1200 testosterone. And I really would like to go see where my testosterone level is.
Yes.
Have you ever gone?
No.
So you're gonna
Have you ever like estrogen? You ever check?
I've gotten it. They can do it through via blood test. So yes,
Got it.
I got it within the last 6 months or so.
So one of the things I was gonna say with Danny is like we should go get our testosterone levels
Tested.
They see whose levels are higher. Like who's basically the bitch. I think Danny's the bitch
Between
personally.
you two?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm Italian. We're the most masculine man in the world.
Now he's-
and I grew facial hair by the time I was 12. So I think I'm going to
That
beat
would be
you.
interesting to see.
So Danny is skinnier than me, but he's a little bit older. So the question is, whose testosterone is higher? I guess whose libido.
So they
right?
get to test us?
So they'll
Yeah.
test us, and then they'll put it in an envelope, and then we can open it
I'll
here
bet-
to see.
there you go.
Let's bet on this.
Would you bet on it? So who do you think is higher? Am I saying it right? Is it libido?
Libido.
I'm going to
yeah,
bet you
sure.
$50.
Okay. That yours is higher, right? Hard to say. I don't know. It's a tough choice there,
Should I, would
Because
you,
it
would you
probably
want to
depends.
bet?
Let's bet $50. There it is.
So you think yours is higher?
I will bet this. I will win this ease. 50.
So when is the test? When's
All
the
right.
test? When y'all gonna do the test?
So we have to
okay,
do
I'll
it.
hold it. I'll hold the money.
All right, so I'm gonna double the 50. So here's 50.
Yeah, okay.
Match it.
We
Yeah,
each have
you're
it on
matching.
the
But how?
table.
No, what do you think? Who do you think's? You know us for a while. I mean, can you tell? Let me ask you a question. When you go on
Okay,
dates,
it's hard to say, okay, because there's the physical and then there's the internal emotional, right?
Okay.
So maybe I don't know. I don't what is the test on exactly?
no, just whose level's higher. So
Just
let's say maybe
who's
he's
testosterone.
500.
Yeah.
I'm 650. I'm higher.
But what did they base that on? Basically, more of the.
It's, I guess, your chemical,
more
right?
of the.
Listen, I'm
Yeah,
so
how
sure.
much-
Let's
how
make it
much is in
100.
the blood.
100.
Yeah, so it was blood, but would the blood be tied into like the physical body, or would the blood be tied into more of the emotional body, or is it both combined? Right, because they both have different levels of emotional and physical. Right.
Jeez, that's a lot of stuff going on with
Physically,
our head.
you know, I think he's more fit than you. Emotionally, you might be a little bit more fit than Danny. I'm not sure. You know?
But does that mean
because we
my?
talked about Danny being sensitive, and maybe he cries.
But does that mean that?
I
but
don't
his
know.
level. But his, that's true.
I am more sensitive than Dave.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
agree with you.
He cries a lot on social media. He's always crying.
Well, that's
It's
what I'm saying.
refused. Shh.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm confused as how they're going to test
point.
you,
Yeah.
right? So
Well, I think it's straight. When we
Yeah.
say libido is.
The
I don't know what
libido
I'm
is
saying.
different than
It's different, okay.
testosterone. I mean, it may testosterone.
Okay,
obviously
so I guess
impacts
it's
it,
straight.
but-
It's straight.
yeah,
it's
but
a blood
all
test.
that,
And it's,
but all that affects your libido.
Yes,
All
I'm just saying
and
this is just
and
testing the
and affects that.
testosterone, though.
got it. So who do you? Should I? He just threw in another 50.
Well, I don't know. Okay,
Throw
why
in another 50.
Okay, why don't you both stand up and drop
All
your
right.
pants?
All right, so we got
Okay.
200 now.
You both stand
Do
up.
you guys want to get in?
No, you both stand up, drop your pants, and let me see, and then I can.
Yeah, but just the size.
Listen, I'm so sure. Let's make it another 100.
Oh my god!
But I'm not saying. I'm not saying it's size.
No,
Do you notice he doesn't want to put the money in everybody
No, it
because
has
he
nothing to do with
knows.
size. I'm not talking about size. That's not what I'm testing
Let
for.
me ask you a quick question.
Stand up.
When you go on a date with somebody,
Yeah.
have you ever had a problem where they just couldn't perform? Like how important is our testosterone
Ooh, gosh.
for you? Like,
I-
when you go to,
I don't
let me
really
ask you a
think about
question.
that.
You're
Yeah.
very picky. Why don't
Yeah.
you do a testosterone test before they leave the door?
I do.
For them.
I do every single time. I grab wherever I'm at.
But just because you grab doesn't mean like you want to know the level.
Well-
like you should say like before, let's say you meet a guy named John. Hey, do me a favor.
Okay.
Just quickly go for a blood test. Let me know what your testosterone level is. Send me over the numbers.
Oh, well,
if it's below 500, don't go on the date.
Well, I tell them the STD test too while they're doing that.
The
I
what?
ask for the
STD test?
STD test as well.
Yeah, do like a full
Yeah.
full workout. I've heard people saying that. Look, women saying I want a full workout before I would actually
Yeah.
have sex with
Absolutely.
somebody. Would you
yes.
do that?
I have in the past.
Not everybody.
Not every.
That's
Obviously.
messed up. Why are you discriminatory
Well,
like that?
I don't know, because sometimes things just happen so quickly that you don't have time to go get a test.
Really? Why are you so quick
Not
like that?
often, but I'm just saying.
You
know.
shouldn't be so quick. You should slow
I
things
know.
down.
I know. I have now. Yeah.
So okay, you put in another
We all
100.
were young
All
once, right?
So what are we at now? I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna double it. I'm like matching him.
Wow, did you guys
All right.
plan this? I don't carry that much cash around on a general
Yeah,
basis.
You're a psychic. You just wish the money in the bank account. So what do we got now? We got
She just manifested money right there. See, she already-
200.
She already doubled it.
200.
Yeah.
Wait a second. 1, 2, 3.
Two
It's
each.
$400. $200 each.
Two
Okay.
each, yeah.
All right.
Do you want to get in?
No,
Why?
until y'all stand up and do what I ask you to do.
But that
I'm not
doesn't
getting
mean
in.
anything. I could have the smallest penis in the world. Doesn't
It's
mean.
not about being this. It's not the size. That's not what I'm looking at.
Okay.
So go ahead.
So do you believe there's a big problem in our society with people having erectile
Yes.
dysfunction? Because there's a lot of billboards in Las Vegas all over the place.
noticed, yeah.
And now with Danny's billboard, there's one extra one in the community.
I'm
Yeah.
very thankful I don't have that problem.
Well, you know why there's a lot of billboards
Let's
here.
call Liv real quick. Let's
I swear
Liv
to
on the
God,
line.
I don't have that problem.
You know why?
I
Though,
don't.
In Las Vegas, I think there's a lot of problem in Las Vegas because everyone that comes here parties quite a bit, and that's what it will affect it.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That will affect
Yeah.
alcohol, stuff like that will
drugs.
affect.
Absolutely.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah,
So you have that.
Whiskey
Yes.
dick.
Yeah. and that's how.
Sorry, but it's
And that's how these men are dropping dead right now because they're
What'd you call it?
whiskey
Whiskey
dick.
That's true, though. You're right.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just. It's not like I came up with it. This
No, that's true. That's true. I've heard that before.
All right. So what we're gonna do is we have a bet. We got $400 in the kitty. We're gonna see whoever has the highest testosterone.
Listen, let's make it 3.
So let's
Listen,
get
I want to
5.
make. I got to
300
get my
each.
Christmas money back.
You sure you don't want to get in?
No, I don't want to get in.
You don't. So you don't really. You
I
wouldn't.
don't have any cash anyways.
You can throw that on a credit card. How much you want to put on a credit card?
I don't know. We'll see.
You do merchant services. It's like should be very
Yeah,
easy for
there's-
you.
Throw the other. Come on, man.
Do
You're
it
so
Apple Pay. All right, I'll
masculine.
do another.
I
All
can
right.
match
So what do we
all
got
the-
there?
I
We
can
got-
ma-
300 each.
Yeah, it's 300
I
each.
can match all of that. The
How about
problem is-
listen? How about we make it an even 5? Let's make it an
Wow,
even 5.
suddenly-
Well, but see, I can't match that because I like to bet on a sure thing.
On a sure thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, bet on the Eagles
I'm
this
not
week.
a gambler.
So that's
Like,
why
I
we're going
don't
to call
gamble.
702
Not
John T if you
anymore.
want a sure thing.
Yeah, sure.
All right, so we're in the roll. So $1,000.
All right, that sounds good.
Whoever
When are we
has-
getting tested?
So we're going to go test it this week, and then we'll get the results.
All right.
And then whoever has the highest testosterone wins the pot. Well, I guess you win $500.
Wow,
out of it.
that's a good Christmas.
So you sure don't want to get it. That's it. I'm surprised. I
no,
figured John T would want to jump in like, I'll throw in 500,000. Nothing,
But-
zero.
Yeah, here.
Listen, they don't want him.
Throwing it in.
Listen, they don't want to embarrass you because they would definitely pick me.
All right, we'll see. All right,
They don't want to
okay,
embarrass
so
you.
without, no, we have to do
I'm
this.
in.
No, here's the story. Without money situation, you have to pick one of us. At least that we, you could just tell us. It's okay.
Okay, hold on.
She'll use her psychic ability. You could use your whatever power you got. John T power from down under. Who's higher?
Okay, hold on. I don't know. Give me a second. I will give you my response before we
No,
end.
you got to do it right now. We're ending in a few minutes.
Come on, before we end.
See, I'm getting more.
How
We're
about
ending-
you?
we're ending in
Wait,
3
Laura,
minutes.
how about you?
Laura, you gotta pick
You're
something.
the
Picking me, she
psychic.
knows.
There's nothing wrong. You can pick whatever.
You have
I'm
the
not
sense.
saying this is a psychic, but I would guess that it would be Danny.
I love it.
Shame on you.
Okay,
We're looking for a new co-host.
We're gonna Dave, we're gonna have to feed you something.
That
before the
doesn't mean
test.
that I don't think you're awesome,
I'm
Dave.
joking. I'm joking. It'll be funny to see what the numbers are. It'll be interesting to do. We talked about it one show before, but we never talked about actually doing it. But I think it'd be cool to do it to see, especially because of the situation.
Yeah.
And Angry Steve basically says he picks you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what he said. Is there going to be a psychological test included?
I wouldn't pass that.
That's what I'm saying. That should
Yeah,
be
I
all
wouldn't
of it,
pass
you
that.
know?
And that's your problem. You're always dating these people with psychiatric problems.
Exactly. I
You
know.
should send people to multiple tests.
Yeah, I
before you
do.
go out with
I
them.
will.
Okay, so
And,
we got
great, and no one's going to date me now. I mean, shit.
there's a whole
You mean,
there's like a
hag.
7-step process to go on a date
Like
with John
20
T.
cats.
Do we
by
have
myself.
do we have a couple minutes?
Yeah, go ahead. What do you got?
All right. I got something. I heard this question on TikTok, and I thought, you know what? This is a great thing that we should start asking any guest that we have. Okay? Now, listen. I want every one of us to answer, especially since it's a new year. If you had to live one day over in your life, which day would it be? Now, no kids being born, stuff like that, getting married. One day in your life that you can remember, you just get to live that day over. You're not going back in time. You just get to live that one day over. What day would it be? And no kids. No kids, stuff
One
like
day
that.
over.
Danny, you've had time to think about that one, I'm sure.
I did.
Okay,
and
yeah.
I would go back to when I was just like a teenager hanging out with my friends one day, just going out with them again, hanging out, walking through the woods, just hanging out, playing hide and go seek at night. That's what I'd do. I'd go back to my old, when I was a
When
kid.
you and
Oh,
your
you
kid.
would revisit something fun. I would go
Yeah.
back and change something that I didn't like.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I would go back and kill that motherfucker. Just kidding.
What would you relive? What day would you relive?
Just kidding.
I don't know, but he's very compassionate. That's why I think that the testosterone level would be lower. He's like, oh, when I was a kid, in the park, I was
called
playing- I was
sentimental.
playing with the dog and the
Sentimental.
cat. Right, he's very sentimental.
I do have.
You don't hear me talk
I
about
have
this nonsense.
feelings.
That's why
I have feelings.
That's why I did that.
Feelings,
way back
testosterone.
when.
I do have feelings.
Yeah.
I guarantee my testosterone is above yours.
No way.
Guaranteed.
No way.
You're talking about playing with cats and when you were a kid and all this stuff.
Playing with
crying in
pussies.
tissues. He's always playing with pussy, this guy. Pussy cats. All right, so, I'm sorry. I guess, yeah, I mean, we all think back. I mean, I can't believe personally that I'm 46. I'm here 20 years in Las Vegas. I'm surprised where the time has gone. Like, it's kind of crazy, you know? Don't get me into the sad situation. I can make him cry if I say he's going to die soon. Oh. Because he's like, now, what are you, 63?
I'm 54.
Oh, 64.
I'm older than Danny.
He's 64.
No, you're not.
We
She's
just talked
22.
about
You're not older than
knowing
me.
when I was born, right?
You're not.
I've
She
been around
just
for a
changes it all the
long
time. She's talking about her past life and this life. She puts the things
No.
together.
No.
She's like 140 in like cat years.
Yeah, I know.
All right, so I don't, like I said, probably, kid stuff, back in the day when things
That's
were
what
easy.
I would do,
I always
too.
tell my children to like, enjoy your time. Like, you don't understand, like, no reason to grow up, like, enjoy school and have fun, like,
Yeah.
don't worry about growing up in general like that, Yourself, any other, for Danny's question?
Yeah, no, I definitely need to reflect on that
Reflect
question.
on that?
Yes.
And Laura, yourself?
Yeah.
I would go back to the day I broke my nose and not break it.
Oh.
Yeah.
How did you break your nose?
I was a gymnast and I basically kneed myself in the face.
That had to hurt. That
I
had
was
to
doing
hurt.
a tuck on a mini trampoline and I just tucked really hard.
Oh my God.
And I could have died. side actually, because it was a kind of, it was like that kind of break.
Yeah.
So that was unpleasant. I cannot
Can
do
you
that.
fix it? Do you
I
want,
can.
Do you want to fix
Yeah,
it?
I probably will fix it at some point. I just never have. I have a deviated septum and but it was also just obviously really painful.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah. So that would be my choice.
But wasn't there like a day that you enjoyed? Like that you'd want to relive that day?
Yeah. I mean,
That's hard, right?
That is hard to
I know. I
choose
heard
just
that
one
question on
day.
TikTok. It's
really
actually hard. Yeah, it's a hard
to choose
question to
just one
ask.
day. Yeah.
Well, we got to bring that up to guests. That's a good question to ask the guests.
You know, I would probably say it's kind of like, well, I don't know, for me, like maybe like as like first love type of as a kid.
Look how sentimental that is.
When you lost
oh
your
my
virginity?
God.
No, I wouldn't say that. I
Oh,
wouldn't
my
say that.
first love.
You wouldn't go back to when you lost your virginity
No,
and do
no.
it differently?
I would say like more like
He
when you-
cried. He cried that night. He had the
was-
girl hold him.
You remember? You were there?
I was in the
Danny?
I was in the, I was in the corner, like like cringed up
Yes.
after the situation. No, I would say like it's probably more like first love, like like kindergarten, first grade, or something. Like
Yeah.
like being excited, for like like the kiddie love.
reliving it?
Not not losing my virginity. That would not be it. No offense to the girl.
That
but
was a
just-
bad
it would-
experience,
It
huh?
just wouldn't be the day I would go back to.
Was it
It's like
stinky?
Back to the Future stinky. Horrible. Shanti is just taking that to another level. Shanti, what's going on with you?
No, we talked about that earlier.
You can't say that stuff when you go to 702 Shanti. It has to be like nice talk. Like pretty
That's
talk.
not nice.
I don't know. What
It's
that was.
real.
I think you just.
It's real, baby.
All right. So, with that being said, any other issues that you guys have, anything that you want to add? I think we talked about some fun topics,
Yeah.
and we got some good laughs in general.
I think I started with you guys in March of last year, so I'm going to be here a year. I think we really came a far way, and I think adding John T and Laura has even added to the podcast, and I see a bright future for us. I really do. I think you feel that way too.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I always say that you got to in life, you got to keep on going. I know my wife thinks that I'm crazy. Like, I always come up with some ideas, and sometimes you don't want to share them because she's like, I know she's looking at me like I'm crazy.
That's what my girlfriend does too.
But my main thing is that when you are creative or you're an entrepreneur, you got to keep on going. Like every day, like you got to keep on going in general. And we spoke with someone today that we know of who does like productions, and she like loves all the stuff that we're doing, you know, which is nice because like my wife thinks I'm nuts, but this girl's like, yeah, I keep it going. I keep sending it to different people, and it's really good and it's creative. So when you're with like-minded people, especially when there's opportunity, like it's nice, it's rewarding to see because otherwise I'm doing this for no reason, right? But even though I enjoy doing this and it's a lot of fun, I laugh. One of the attorneys said, "Oh, you just do this for like a hobby," and I'm like, it's fun. I enjoy helping people, and then people call me all the time, like. And I'll even share with you, before I came here today, someone called me that their home was burned inside and dealing with the insurance companies, and they're delaying it. And we had a conversation about it. I mean, I'm not making money from doing the problem solve. I really enjoy helping people, just like when we were cops. So I do enjoy it a lot. And I mean, who else is there's probably no retired cop that's answering a phone call at 3 a.m.
3 a.m? Who's
I
calling
mean,
you at 3
I
in the
get calls
morning?
all the time.
What?
I get calls all the time for all
I
kinds
just
of
feel like
stuff.
that's going to voicemail.
That's that ad. That ad just went up. You're getting 3.
I agree with you about like my girlfriend looks at me like I showed her that one where I spit the gold out at the end of my video, and she can't even watch it. She's like, "How could you be this arrogant?" And I'm like, "Listen, you have to be confident in yourself, or no one's gonna love you."
I don't think that's arrogant. I just think it's fun.
Right?
You're just having
She's
fun.
like, "Don't show me that. I can't even watch it."
Actually,
There you go. I can't even watch
I think
it.
it's actually engaging. It's entertaining. I laugh. I like it. I mean, I showed you it not to make fun of the guy. I really like it. I like his stuff. I mean, he wouldn't be here if I didn't think he was,
Well,
good.
Danny, I think your girlfriend has seen you in a different place before, or
Right.
That's why it's probably weird for her to
Yeah.
see that.
Yeah, because you've never been.
You're changing. You're
Right.
changing.
You've never been so out there, and there was never a platform. Actually, you were out there when I see different pictures. You were out there like maybe with bands and different things, but now with social media, it's enhanced.
Yeah.
10 times.
That's true. Yeah,
Right?
yeah, I agree with you. Yeah.
I mean,
Danny.
when back in the day could you go live and go get like 3,000 people to watch you? Like, when did that ever happen?
And give you money.
in society?
It was really only on
it's
like,
crazy.
major TV or something.
And the truth is, the truth is, we're living in a society as if this just happened. What, like 6 months ago?
Yes.
Like you never could give money. Like even before, right? There was YouTube. There was no money that people could send on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you realize, because I don't know if you aren't big on TikTok, but like when you go live, people could put hats on you and they could
Yes.
put bow ties on you and sunglasses and it cost them $1, but you get the dollar. So yesterday people were putting hats on me, glasses, but every time they do that, I make money.
That's great.
The best one that he had yesterday for $10, I was able to put a dildo on it. And he was
Across my face, right?
yeah, it was $10. It was a dildo.
Did you take a photo of that?
No, I
You
didn't
didn't
do
take a
that.
screenshot?
But if you want to do it, put a dildo on this guy's face. It's $10. Go to TikTok. Go to the Crime Solver.
And Danny won't mind either.
He did
No.
mine yesterday.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
He's like, sure for
You bought me that for Christmas, right?
The funny thing about it is you can't even stop people doing that, right? They could just do
No,
it.
they could just do it. Yes, there's nothing
That's
I could
great.
do about it.
Ching,
Yes.
ching, ching, ching.
Oh, I don't care.
Ching,
They
ching.
were putting Santa Claus dancing with me yesterday and everything.
great.
And do you see it? How do you see
I
it?
see it. I see when they do it. And I thanked them. You know what I mean? I got about
He's like, "Thank you so much
1,500
for making me
diamonds
Santa."
last night. Somebody gave me like 1,500
What?
diamonds. It's 5 cents every time you get a diamond. So I got 1,500 diamonds, 5
That's
cents. So I don't know.
great.
But
Okay,
yeah, it was
Dan-
crazy.
All right, Danny, don't let it go to your head now.
I know.
Stay humble.
I can't.
Okay.
This guy's
Remember we
addicted.
talked about power and influence and all that stuff
I know.
last week or last time I was here?
It's going to be hard for this guy now.
Dave
We're
said
gonna-
he created a monster.
I did. I actually, it's actually very interesting to watch him evolve as well. So it's good. It's good stuff. But anyway, so Janti.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I was just saying,
Merry
I don't know what to
Christmas.
say. Merry Christmas to you because
Yeah,
we're
Merry
coming up
Christmas,
to
everyone.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
And then, like I said, we have one more show next week, and then there we go into the new year. Please be careful driving. And the one thing I'll share as well is that from the Problem Solver Show, if anyone's out there, God forbid that they're drinking, and I don't want people to drive, they can call the Problem Solver number at 702-999-1111,
To get a ride?
and they can get a ride.
What?
Not you. Not you specifically.
And I'm like,
If
let me
someone's
just put the
really
number-
intoxicated
Me?
and they need a ride, I have no problem sending,
Why wouldn't you send someone to pick me up?
I'm
That's so
joking, I'm
mean.
joking.
Oh
You have
my
your own
God.
ride. You're gonna be
Oh
like in
my
the.
God.
Aren't you gonna be in the Batmobile that
My
night or what?
chauffeur is, we'll see. I'm just kidding.
Anyway, we don't want people drinking and driving, and I will share that I think that, and this is not like I need a psychic ability, but every Christmas and New Year's there's people drinking and they're driving, and there's people that die, and it's really sad. Knock on wood, it doesn't happen, but it does happen every single year. So people need to be careful. They can call the Problem Solver Show if they need some help. At any
great.
time, any type of problem, love helping people, everybody here, and then the network of different people, anybody that's here, and then group of attorneys and medical practitioners that basically that are part of our network that can help people. So again, 702-999-1111. And I appreciate Dr. G,
Yes. Thanks for having me.
as usual, giving your educational advice.
Sex,
It's so
yes,
powerful.
it is.
All your sex talk that you love talking
It's
about.
amazing.
Addicted. We have to
Yeah.
get you a sex therapist.
Everyone's addicted.
And then
Yeah.
I'm glad that I set you up with Elmo for any type of therapy advice for the future.
you.
And then we have Laura Powers. Thanks so much.
Thanks
We're
for
gonna
having
figure
me.
out. We're gonna figure out the psychic billboard, right?
I love it.
And then, but right
And
now,
I'm gonna go take a photo of it.
but 702 Get Laid for Danny Miner, the crime solver, is active.
Get
it is active. It's
laid.
running. Billboards up. It's
Everybody
running.
hurry up, though. I'm getting old.
But now you have to use. We may have to use a credit card for Danny, and then John T could get the merchant
Yes, I will
services
get the
set
account.
up.
Absolutely.
And he can take
yeah.
a credit card over the phone.
Yep.
Okay.
And if you are interested in getting laid, Danny is providing those services. Thank you for the community, solving problems and helping people. So
Call
really-
Dave to pick you up and call Danny to get laid in the car that he's picking you up in.
And you could save a lot of money that way.
Perfect.
But anyway, Danny, thanks so much for co-hosting as usual. The crime
Thanks for the
solver.
$500.
We're
I
gonna see.
appreciate
We're gonna
it.
see what happens with the money in general like that. Hopefully,
All
I'm
right.
gonna win $500, and then we're gonna take out the ladies here.
Yeah.
Night in the town.
Okay.
But anyway, I'm the Problem Solver. Thanks so much for joining us every single week, solving problems, helping people, having some fun as well. We'll see you next week. Be careful. Be safe.